Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to exploration videos for 7.2, and we'll be running 7.2.1 Tyranny and Power Shield today. So the nodes here are going to be intervention with Villanous. So anytime you knock down an opponent, there is an intervention that is applied on the attacker, and once you knock down 3 times, they are converted into a fury buff that increases damage by 100% for the defender. But really, these are the nodes that you don't need to worry about. You can easily bring in the Mystic Champion and take them out. The two nodes that are really going to affect this path are going to be Power Shield. So your basic attacks do not do any damage, but your special attacks do 400 plus damage. And to do the special damage, you need power, and power is limited only to villain champions because of Tyranny. So if the champion has a villain tag, they're going to gain power, otherwise they will not. So bring in all your villain champions to take them out. Have a look at the defenders on the top. So there is three cosmic champions to bring more of your mystic ones, and there are going to be 2 tech champions to bring more of your cosmic villains, and this path is going to be super duper easy. As always, there are going to be some anomalies, so Quake and Archangel bypass this node because their abilities don't require any power, so you can use them as well. The boss, we're going to be attempting M.O.D.O.K again, so we will do M.O.D.O.K 2 times in our videos. 2 times we will do Mole Man, and then 2 times we will do Magneto. But before we jump into the part, guys, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications, and leave a comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot. Now the first fight is going to be against a Venom. Now Venom has a lot of buffs, so I brought in Morningstar, and all I'm going to do is to build up to an SP2 and let it rip, and she will nullify all the buffs and deal damage, and I will gain power again. I am not running Mystic Dispersion. If you have Mystic Dispersion, you will get SP2s much faster. So yeah guys, that's about it. With Venom, just do not give him an SP2 because that can be hard to evade and will give you a lot of block damage. Just keep him to an SP1, and with one SP2 he's almost dead, and with the second SP2 he will die quick. Other champions that can use are mostly mystic villains, so your Doom, your Mojo, your Loki. M.O.D.O.K with his SP2 spam can work really well. So yeah guys, pretty simple and easy. To be honest, you can run the whole path with either Dr. Doom or you can run it with Ghost, so you can use one champion. I'm using different champions, and the viable champions I'm mentioning are trying to be of class advantage and a bigger reach, so the video feels more inclusive and more of a guide for everybody. Now the next defender is going to be a Ghost. She is very easy to deal with. All you need to do is to bring in a champion that can do armor breaks, and there's a lot of cosmic champions that have easy access to armor break and also villains. So you have your Venom, then you have your Airwalker, then you also have King Groot and also Annihilus. My choice is going to be Venom. All I need to do is to land a heavy and she will be armor broken, and because I keep knocking her down, she will get fury from intervention villainous node that I can take away with Venom's SP1 and regain my health back. Also, Ghost is a metal champion, so you can also bring in Magneto, build up those prowess charges, use an SP3, and she can die that way as well. Now next is going to be Unstoppable Colossus. Now his Unstoppable will be really annoying and will just prolong the fight. So any champion that is villain and science will work really well. So I'm talking about your Yellow Jacket. He will constantly have his power sting on him. He is also metal champion. So you can also bring in Magneto. Abomination works as well. Immortal Abomination works as well because he's not poison immune. Same goes with Quake. He can work as well. So you can play around with different champions that you can bring in to kill him off quick. I am using Doctor Doom. I am trying to stagger him so when he uses his special and he goes unstoppable, that is dispelled by the stagger. But then once I get into the SP3 loop, I am going to just keep him there 2 to 3 times, and then I'm going to use an SP2 and then kill him with Incinerate and Shock. Again guys, any champion you can use for this part as long as it's a villain. Once you get your specials, you can easily take advantage of Power Shield node and kill them off. There's nothing difficult about this fight. His specials are super easily evadable. You just need to be patient and wait out the unstoppable timer. Next defender is going to be a Super Skrull, who is a very fun champion to play or to play against with his different kind of heavies and special 2s. So I would really suggest you to stay away from his heavy and his SP2 and always keep him to a special 1. With overtime, he will keep throwing rocks at you with SP1 and build up those armor ups on him. So you can use a Mystic champion that can with civilian champion that uses his advantage. So in my case it was Morningstar. You notice that with one SP2 I took him down 70%. You can also use M.O.D.O. here. M.O.D.O. will with his SP2 will debilitate the opponent and give him damage for the number of buffs on him. So different champions can be used, or you can use Loki and steal all of them and take them for you for your power, for your damage. So it's your choice guys. It should be a villain champion, and if you bring in a Mystic, that will be helpful because you will get class advantage as well. Next up is going to be an Ultron, one of the oldest villains in the competition. Nothing too difficult about him, so many counters. Now we have Magneto. Just build up to 40 prowess and let it rip with an SP3 and he dies in one go. Otherwise you can also bring in Annihilus, you can also bring in Ronan. Just try to bring in champions that have class advantage, or you can also bring in Ghost, and you can quake him as well. Just be careful about his evade, and that's about it. Don't give him an SP2 because he can cover a lot of distance and come at you. Just keep him to an SP1, which is very easy to evade, and that's about it. He dies super quick. And the final fight before the boss is going to be Annihilus, which is tricky. I mess up this fight a lot. So what you need to do is to backdraft intercept. I start the fight right, and I am just trying to build to an SP1 and then throw it out like there, so his cosmic rose is destroyed and I can easily parry him. But then I make a lot of mistakes and I barely get him down, barely KO him before he kills me out. So I have to bring in another champion and kill him. So there are quite a few different ways you can deal with this fight. The most obvious one is to bring in a Magneto, build up to 40 prowess charges and use an SP3 because Annihilus is a metal champion. If not, you can bring in mystic champions that have access to nullify, and then you can swipe back and use 3 hit combos to build up to an SP1 or an SP2, whichever has nullify, and you can use that. Once his cosmic rod right there is down, now I can easily parry him and go with my normal rotations. So yes guys, that's about it. But I do make a mess of this fight. You will notice here that my Dr. Doom will die, but that happens. Annihilus is really annoying, so make sure you have a good counter for Annihilus before you start this path. On another note, you can use champions with long reach that are villains. So for example, Venom and also Mole Man, they have long reach, so you can just stand on your ground, and when he dashes into you, Annihilus, you just swipe back and start using your light attacks. Because Venom and Mole Man have long reach, they will always catch him, and you can use that technique as well. If not, also Storm Pyramid X, if you have him, she works amazing against him because with the stun, if he dispels, he gets passive stunned and you can just play it as a normal fight. So those are some good options for this Annihilus as well. And the boss fight is going to be against a M.O.D.O.K who is with different nodes on him. The first one is going to be aggressive, so he will always be running at you. Then there is going to be another node by the name of Stampede, so the more you hit him in his block, the more furies he will get and his damage will be increased. And then the Spectre of Ailment, so the attacker's regen rate is reduced by 50% for each non-damaging debuff on him, and those non-damaging debuff you will get in form of Disorient that you will get on your champion when you parry because of the node defective defense. So all in all, you need to bring in champion that can bypass his auto block. So champions like Angela with the Sig ability. I am using Mole Man here. So what I've tried to do is to have build up to 8 monster mass, and then let him hit me so I can activate my frenzy while I have true sight, and then I'm spamming my heavy and my SP3 to keep that frenzy up so I can kill him off. I think I could have played it more aggressive and used an SP2, but I was trying to keep uptime on my frenzy so I can keep hitting him. So that is also one way to go about it. You can also use here somebody with true strike like Killmonger. You can also use somebody like Falcon. You can also use somebody like Corvus with Proxima Synergy. So there's quite a few options you can use. Just be careful about his SP1. Just keep him to an SP1 and keep evading that. And he's very aggressive, so you can easily do your intercept. So yes guys, it's a pretty simple and straightforward boss. Once you get into the rhythm and the groove of evading his SP1, you are good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a pretty simple and easy path. We'll be continuing with another part tomorrow with 7.2.1 until we do all the exploration videos for 7.2. Thanks for sticking around, and make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications, and leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. And apart from that, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.